join? Do we have to wait for someone, or we can start the discussion?
Hi Chandan, Roshan this side.
Yeah. Are we waiting for someone to join?
So Vaishali is my colleague. Vaishali,
Okay.
Hi, Chandan.
you had mentioned one of your
Yeah, actually, he told he will not join because
okay,
he has some internships is going on, so he may find it difficult.
okay. Okay, then I think we can start.
Yeah, sure. So, hi everyone. So, hope Saturday afternoon will be great for you all. So, yeah, so I would like to know from you guys, are you all aware of Git and GitHub things? Are you using in your current role? Junaid, are you using Git and GitHub?
Yeah, Chandan, basically to run the pipelines and all. So we use that, but not on the major part, just and like on a basic level.
Okay, okay, fine.
Yeah, so for from our side, majorly we use Git and CI/CD pipelines. So we are managing lot of projects on day-to-day activities.
Okay,
So we do have access of Git in
okay.
our project.
So if you have GitHub installed in your this computer, personal laptop, then it would be easy for you all to start. Let me share my screen first.
Yeah, and Chandan, can we also record this session so that we can also
I think team will be recording and they will share with you. Am I right, team?
who would be recording this?
Then let me know if anyone recording this thing, or should I start the recording?
I think you can start, Chandan. So, Chandan, before we start, just wanted to know so classes would be on Saturdays and Sunday, right? Or only on
Yeah,
Saturday? Like how we are planning it?
Saturday and Sunday because we have to cover up a lot of things.
Yeah. So initially now we will be starting up with Docker, or how would be the step by step like we will be proceeding?
Yeah, first of all, I would like all of you to set up your system accordingly.
Sure.
Then slowly, gradually, I'll take you to the path. Like
Mhm.
today, we'll discuss Git and GitHub. If time permits, we'll jump into Docker as well.
Sure.
Okay, so let's do first thing. So yeah, so first of all, what we will do is we'll create a folder here. You can also create a folder in your somewhere in your training, something like training day one, right? So you can right click and open with code. Do you have this VS Code installed in the system?
No, but I will get it installed.
Yeah, because if you will go along with me, right? So it will be like uh, doing while learning. It's kind of a process where you will learn also while doing. So that will be very important. So let's do it if you can do it in quick time. Okay, because very important. Any ID like integrated development environment is must so that you can do your coding and things, right? And you will have to install couple of plugins also. Like you can install Copilot in your system. Here it is. Extensions are there, plugins. Here you have to write Copilot. It will assist you in coding. we can wait for you if you want. Then we will start. And one more thing is required, which is uh, Git you need to install in your system.
Yeah, sure, Chandan. Just let us know like how and from where we can install and all, so that we can follow the same and we can install it and we'll talk about this.
Yes, that's why I'm asking. So first of all, VS Code, you just search in your system. It may be installed by default. VS Code, if you type like Visual Studio Code, it will come up in your start. Internet, like if you want to install Visual Studio Code download, right? You can go here, download Visual Studio Code. Then according to your operating system, if you are using Windows, Mac, or Linux, whatever you are using, you can install your this thing. So let's share
Yes.
this for VS Code installation. And this link helps you download and install Git. Okay, paste here. So paste it. So these two link will help you to do that. Once your Git is installed, you have to go to command prompt and you can git -v to check which version of Git you are using. So like in my system, it is Git version 2.4.00. So you may the latest new terminal once you open. So this here we have options like PowerShell, Git Bash, command prompt, whatever you need. If once you get Git is installed, Git Bash will come up, and then you can set up it as a default. So here also you can check Git -v. It will show you Git version, right? So in VS Code, you have to first of all create file Git. So I hope everybody, most of us, we know what is Git and GitHub, but still, just to start with, we have to understand clearly what is Git and GitHub. So first of all, Git is a distributed version control system, right? Which is tracking whatever code you are writing. Like suppose I am writing code here in my VS Code, like app.py. I am writing something Python script, or I am writing something like Linux.sh. If it is a shell script, or you may have something called Kubernetes files, or you may say like deployment.yaml. So all these formats you are writing in your system, right? Locally in your laptop.
Mhm.
But what happens? You are working in a team with collaboration with the other team members, right? So you have written the code and the other person doesn't know what is there. You file available there comes GitHub. GitHub, it's nothing. Have uh, multiple remote repositories available, but we mostly, I mean, many companies using GitHub, some companies are using GitLab, and some companies are using Bitbucket. As per their, expenditure, they decide which one to use. They are almost same kind of, they're giving the same features and all. They are almost similar in all terms. And even clouds like Google Cloud is providing source code repository, AWS is providing, Azure is, every company, every cloud is providing their uh, repository where you can keep your code. So it's nothing but it's a place where you can keep your files and share with others. So if you are new to this, you don't have, do you have any personal GitHub accounts? Junaid, do you have
No,
GitHub account?
no, I don't have.
So let's sign up first, right? GitHub.com is just, I mean, browser. So you will go step by step, or I mean, you will do it later on.
I think I will do it later on, Chandan, because I will be having the time. So today, just let us know like how to configure and how to install and all, and you can just
Okay.
give an overview. And later on, we will
Okay.
install all this stuffs, and then I can parallelly we can start
Practice.
practicing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So here, when you come to this page, you first of all, you'll get the sign up options,
Hmm.
right? So what I'll do, I'll create a new account so that you can understand how it works.
Yeah.
So
And Chandan, this is getting recorded, right? This session,
I think just, I mean,
because I'm not having option to record it.
Rasan,
2 minutes. Let me confirm that. One second. Let me check. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, Roshan, that would be helpful.
so you'll get a verification code on your email ID. When you enter, you have a new, brand new
yeah,
repo.
guys, recording is going on, so don't worry. I just confirmed.
So see, you have GitHub account created. Now you have, like, if you go here, dashboard, right? So we don't have any repository as of now. If you go to all repositories, we don't have any repository, right?
Hmm.
It's a zero repository. So what we'll do, we'll create a repository
Hmm.
and we'll name it something like training one, or maybe training day one. Okay. And if I keep it private, then only I will be able to access it. If it is public, you can also access my GitHub repo.
Okay.
So as of now, I will create, these things will be there. Git ignore file, readme. I will come back to these topics later. So
Hmm.
once you create a repository, right? So here my repository is created. Only readme file is there, readme.md. So this is a file where you can edit and keep the information about for what purpose this uh, is repo is used for training. Okay, and we have option commit changes and cancel changes. So if I commit change, so it asks me commit directly to the main branch, create a new branch. So we will talk about the branches and all. Maybe you are aware, but still we will discuss about it. So I'll commit this change first. So in my repo, we have only readme.md, right? Now, if I want to create one file, I can create a new file from here and I can give it a name day. It's a new beginning. I am committing this thing, just a normal statement. And we have to give a valid commit message also. Like we can give it anything, but it should be something meaningful. because when you commit something, the other person who is checking this repo should have information like what is going on, what is happening on this, and who is making the changes. So this, see, last Chandan's in a GCP create day one. I am the person who has created this, right? And here you can see the commit ID 3C5F8 2D. This is the commit ID. So if you see here, three commits are there. So total three commits are there. First was initial commit, then I updated readbmd and then created one file. So far we have only these three files. Now we'll come back to our git this VS code, right? So here we have these files, but what I'll do, I'll delete these files. Delete. So let me know if it is like you guys, if you know all this already. So if it has become boring, so I'll move on to something important thing. So if you are familiar with these things, not required. But if you are not familiar, so we'll do it like start from basic, right? So here we come, and here you see here we have option like clone, right? HTTP SSH GitHub CLI. So HTTPS link is there, right? When you click on this, it gives you you copy the link, GitHub link. So here you come, and the first command you have to run is git clone, right? So what it is going to do, if I paste this link, so what it is going to do, it will clone that remote repository into my local system. So whatever here it is coming back to here to my system. So from all this, what we understand is this is a remote repository. It is a central repository, you can say, where you all whoever has access to this can access this data. So as a team, if you are working in a five guys that are there in the team, so you are committing here, the other guy also can pull it from the data from his local system, and he can also push if he has the required permissions, if he is collaborator in the GitHub repo, right? So if you see, this folder is here, and we have the data available in our local system, right? So now I am a new person here, and I want make changes here. So first of all, I will, after cloning, my system has this data. Now what I will check, git status. What it gives me, that whether, okay, so I am outside this repo, training day one. I should go into inside the training day one, right? 3D training day one. So when I enter here, it shows main, right? I am in main branch. So now if I check get status, so what it says, you're on main branch, your branch is up to date, origin main, nothing to commit, working tree is clean.
So Chandan, if we do any changes, we'll come to know here, right? When we check the Git status.
Yes, if you
on
make
the
any,
repos.
yes, exactly. So I'll give you example. I'll create one file called day hyphen 2, and I create this file. Now if I check get get status, what it says, untracked file,
Yeah.
day 2 is there, which is not tracked. So what we should do, whatever we write here, suppose in day 2, GitHub, right? So when we commit, when we made the changes, right? So uh, as you said, get status showing day 2 something has changed, and you will see here u symbol here, right? So u symbol represents is untracked. That means I have made the changes, but even in my system it is not committed.
Mhm.
So now what I will do, I will run git add. I can give the specific name also, like day 2. But if you are making lots of changes, so each file you are going to name it and then committing it, is not a standard practice. So what we do, git add dot we do. Dot means whatever is locally available, everything will be added.
Hmm.
Added means staged. Stage means your local repo to, I mean, in local repo, it is getting staged. So and now the symbol change. See, it becomes A, right?
Hmm.
It was U and it became staged, added. So
Okay.
now if you check git status, what it says, new file day 2, changes to be committed. Here it was untracked, but now it is saying you can commit this thing.
Hmm.
And yeah, so now if we say git commit -m, and then we give that day 2 data added, and then like this, and we commit, right? So it gets committed,
Hmm.
and then we will get a commit id once it is getting committed,
Okay.
right? So if I show you git log, so git log will give you the detail, whatever is happening, whatever you are making changes on, or so far whatever changes has been done, right? So these commit ids will come like this much big size, but first five initial thing is also fine, like if you have to refer. So head is mean last commit. Head is pointing to always the last commit,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? This origin main,
Then what
yeah,
does that M stands for? Git commit hyphen M.
message, which
Oh,
message you are passing.
okay. Okay. Got it.
So this is what, but whatever you have done, it is locally. Whatever is in repo, it is unchanged, right? Whatever changes we have done, it is locally.
Hmm. Hmm.
So now you'll see last 7 minutes ago it was updated. If I refresh it also, so whatever changes we made, it is 7 minutes ago. But here we don't have that file, what I have done in my local.
Hmm.
So what should I do in order to get that updated? Like whatever made changes I have made, I want other team member also to see, right? They should also be aware what are changes I am making. So first of all, I'll check git branch, right?
Okay.
So I am on main branch.
Hmm.
We have currently only one branch. Branch is like, in layman language, if you see tree has branches, right? So
Hmm.
similarly we will have multiple branches accordingly, because when you pull something from git repo and you make changes and you commit on the main branch directly, so it can create trouble for others, like you have some written some wrong code and pushed it to the main repo, right? So it can create a problem, but because the code get messed up, like others are also working, right?
Hmm.
So that can create problem. So what, uh, as of now what we will do, will git push from here. When we run this command git push origin main, right? Are you able to see my screen? Should I increase my font size?
Yeah, yeah, it's visible, but still, if you can increase the font size, that would be more suitable.
Is it better?
Yeah, it's better, Chandan.
Okay, so git push origin main, when I push this, so what happens, whatever committed, I mean whatever things I have committed, but now it says I don't have permission, right?
Hmm.
So what we have to do, we have to set up our uh, credentials here. Okay, so one thing is, whenever you are getting stuck, you can ask Copilot here. Okay, git uh, So this is the command get config hyphen hyphen global username dot, and then you can give, like suppose I am giving Nandan Sinha. So first thing first, I have set the username. Okay. Okay, so unable to access this. Okay, so let me check my username. Okay, so since my system has this thing logged in, so it is not allowing logged in with the other user. So we have one repo in our other account, and we can clone as many repos from repository. So I am cloning from other repo. Estimation. So I have cloned one new repository, training day one, from different repository.
Mhm.
So what I'll do, git add dot. Okay, it's not a repository. We have to move into uh, cd this repo training day one. Once we are inside, we are into the main branch. Then we will run git add, and this file will be staged. Then we will git commit hyphen m new file. The most okay, commit spelling is wrong. Git commit hyphen m new file, enter. So this file is committed now. If I do git push origin main, so this has pushed the data to my repo, and then
So
we
there was some problem with the new repository that you have created just now, and it is
yes,
working with the old one.
older one, yes, because the credentials what I have given right in my
Mhm.
local, so that is configured for the old one. We have two repos, like this is one old repo which I was using earlier, and this one is what I have created a new one, right? So this has some. I'll have to fix this, like why credentials are not accepting that, right? So this repo will use continue from tomorrow. As of now, I'm using with the current repo which is in use. So here we have repositories, right? So I have total 22 repositories created so far. This is the latest one which I have created, training day one. And if I go inside this, you'll see this file.1.txt is available here.
Hmm.
And yeah, so whatever changes we will make here, now I'll show you not through command line. We can do same thing, git add, commit and push using our this thing GitHub, sorry, VS Code extension. Like VS Code, we have all this feature to do. So like suppose I am adding new file, file2.txt, right? And here we are writing something, creating file2 for some other purpose. So when you should have this auto save should be there. If not in your file part, then it will not save. So you have to press Ctrl S every time to save your file, right? So when you add any file in your repository, so it will color will change to like this, like it is unstaged, right? So you have option from doing here graphically also. Like if you see here, we have option telling that we have two repos, right, with same name. So it is creating confusion. So what I'll do, I will remove this. So now we have only one repo, no confusion. So when you see here, it is saying that file2.txt, right? It is showing here open file, discard changes, stage changes. These three options are there. When you click on plus, what it does, it is staged. What I did using command line, git add dot, right? So same thing it is doing using the interface. Now Copilot is configured in this VS Code, so you no need to write a message also. You can click on this, it will generate a commit message for you, like useful, or you can give it on your own, like write something message that use meaningful message so that others can understand what it is there. So what Copilot does, it reads your code, like whatever you have written. So it has given me a ready-made commit message, add file to txt with initial content, right? So what I have to do, I'll click on this. I have these three options: commit and push, commit and sync, commit. So I'll commit and push, right? So it will send this file to the repository. See here, graph is in bottom, right? It is showing you what is happening in the background, like what are the commits. So if I run this command git log, so it is saying two commits are there. First new file, the second which I committed right now. So it is giving the name of the author also, and commit ID, and the timings when it is done, and it is showing the last commit where it has happened, like head, right? So now comes a point where this is main branch, right? We are in main branch. So what we want is, we do not want to make changes in main branch directly. So the command to create a new branch is get checkout -b, and you can give it any name, like I will call it a feature branch. We are making some feature changes in this. So as soon as I run this get checkout -b branch, automatically it will switch to feature branch. See here, the name comes feature, right? So now whatever changes I am making, it is going to change in feature only, not in main. So suppose I have added file 3.txt, file 3 added. Now you'll check git status. You will see file 3.txt is unstaged, right? What will do, git add dot. This file is staged. Now git commit -m file 3 added. So this file is committed, but where it is committed? In feature branch, right? So what if I check git branch command when I run? It will show me how many branches it has. Right now we have main branch and feature branch. So we are in feature branch because the asterisk mark shows here we are in feature branch, right? Now I can check out back to main branch. You see, as soon as I switch to main branch, the file3 is gone. Why? Where is this file3 gone? Everything is happening in my local, right? And I can switch back to git, checkout, feature. I'm in feature branch and this file3 comes. What if we push it from here? What will happen? Git push origin feature. So it has pushed it there in my repo. But if I go there and refresh it, you will see here it is giving a message that feature had recently pushed 13 seconds ago. Compare and pull, right? Here you see in drop down, you will see there is a feature branch. And here we have file3. But when I switch here to main branch, that file3 is not there. But then it is asking me, do you want to compare and pull request? If I compare and I create a pull request, so it will show me what are the changes it has made. So first tab is conversation, commits, checks, and file changes. So here it is giving me no conflict with base branch, merge pull request. I can merge, but before merging, we have to check what changes this file has done. So file3 added. This is the commit and this is the file. So if I am sure that okay, this file is okay and we can go with the pull request, then we will merge it. And when you click on merge, it will ask you confirm merge request. And
So,
you,
so Chandan, if I am not very much sure that it shouldn't be merged with the main branch, then we can cancel, or right?
yes, we can cancel it.
So, a drop down message, okay. Rebase.
Or you can go here pull request, and here you have this pull request, right?
Okay,
This
dismiss.
That
this
what is the purpose of that rebase with merge?
yeah, rebase and uh, merge will, I will come back to that point later.
Okay.
So when we merge it, what it does, it retains that uh, commit IDs, like whatever commits you have done, right? So I will come back to you in detail when I will show you and demonstrate that thing. So I'll explain you in better way. So this is the pull request. This pull request can be deleted. Let me check that option. Close pull request option is there here in the bottom. When you close this pull request, it is closed now. See, this is gone, right? We can reopen it also, or we can create manually. We can create a new pull request. When we click on new pull request, we have to select the branch from where we want to merge. When we click on this feature, select, and features data is going to be merged into base branch, main branch, and we can create a pull request. And again, we are at the same place, create pull request. And then we merge pull request and confirm. So now whatever is feature branch is containing, same data is in main branch. See, we are in main branch, and we have feature branch also. If we want to delete this branch, we can click on this branch, right? And here you see default is main branch. We have feature branch. We can click here on delete this branch. It says deleted now. But locally, we have this branch still available. Like if you see get branch, we still have feature branch here in local system, but remotely we deleted it, right? So we can push it again. Get push origin feature. So even if you click on this link, right, it will take you to there. You see here branch, feature branch is again, but there's no pull request since there's no change in the feature branch. Okay, so this is remote repository and this is our local repository, right? So far what we have understood is that we have a local repo and then we have a remote repo. And remote repo can be of different types. One what we are using is GitHub, which is owned by Microsoft. Then we have GitLab. And then we have Bitbucket. Most of the organizations are using these three commonly. So in our organization, we are using GitHub. GitLab we are not using. And in cloud also, they provide options like source code repository and AWS code. Right? There are also that repo we can also use for storing our data. So now so branches you learn how we do it, right? Git branch, how we create. Even from branch to branch we can create. Like if we are in feature branch, again we can create a git branch, maybe we can name it -b staging. So we will have a again we should have this in double quotes. Okay, git checkout -b and then staging. So this will create a new branch and it will move me into the new branch as well. Like now it's showing staging, right? So now we have three branches here. So suppose Junaid is working on his repo, but he doesn't want to touch the main branch as of now. He wants to create his own branch. So he'll create git checkout -b Junaid. So now whatever changes we are going to make in Junaid branch will remain in Junaid until unless we push it to the remote repository.
Okay.
So in corporate, what happens like when you work for a company, so they have multiple protections on repository. They don't allow people to commit anything whenever they wish, like, because this may corrupt their system, right? I mean, hold the code structure and all. So there is some settings here where you can restrict people by doing that.
Hmm.
So security features are there. Only if somebody will approve, then only you can commit anything. So that is called branch protection. See here, add classic branch protection rules are there. Add branch rule set. So if you add a branch protection and you mention all this, require a pull request before merging, require status check. So it's not like open for everyone, like go and commit anything. So that will come later, because we are at current I mean we are currently trying to understand what Git repo is used for and what how we interact with our local system. So I showed you one thing, right? Through UI, how you can commit these things, and I showed you how you do it from the command line also, right? So this file.4.txt, I'm going to stage it.
Chandan, I have one question.
Yeah.
Suppose main branch is a kind of production branch, right?
Yes.
Where
Yes.
where developer used to commit their development work.
Yes.
So suppose two developer is working on two different projects. Okay,
Hmm.
so they will both of them will create two separate branches for the development work in their local.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
But these two development work will have different requirements, right?
Hmm.
So at the time of merge with the main branch,
Hmm.
it will not conflict with the existing production setup, how it works
Yes.
actually.
Yes. It is creating merge conflicts. So merge conflicts happens, and so when merge conflict happens, so before merge conflict, you have to check like which one you want to accept and which one you do not want to accept. I'll show you example of how the merge conflict happens.
Okay.
So currently we are in Junaid's branch, right? Here we are in Junaid branch, and at the same time, suppose we have made some changes in this file1.txt, made some changes, and I am going to commit. Uh, I commit here. So whatever changes Junaid made, right? And he has gone and committed here. Compare and pull request. Made some changes and all whatever it is. So we create a pull request. And then merge this request. So what happened? Whatever Junaid branch had, everything is merged to main branch, right? So here Junaid made some changes. It is there. Now the problem comes when you go to some other branch. Now here get checkout. I go to feature branch. And feature branch doesn't have this, right? We have linked, but we made some changes in Junaid's branch, but we have not made any changes in this branch, right? Now I am going and I am doing git push origin feature, right? Here we add this file, made changes in feature branch. So when I commit here, so you'll get this pop up. See, the branch feature has no remote branch. Would you like to publish this branch? Okay, I'll do this. So now we have this branch also here, feature branch. Okay, since that branch was not there, so did not create a conflict. Now we'll make some changes again. Okay, so here in the main branch, whatever changes was made in feature branch, that is not reflecting here, right? Made some changes by Junet, but in the feature branch, if you see, whatever changes is made in file 1, it is in this branch. Why? Because we have not merged it, right? So we'll go back to main branch. We'll create a pull request, new pull request, and here we are checking feature branch. We are merging feature branch to main branch. So we create a pull request. The branch has conflict that must be resolved, right? Why you got this message? This branch has conflict because Junaid branch has done some changes to file1.txt, and the feature branch does not know what changes that branch has done. So now we have to resolve this conflict. Okay. So here you see accept current change, accept incoming change, accept both. So suppose I want this change, the feature branch change, not what Junaid has done. So what we can do? We can accept okay. So what we can do? Uh, we have not made any changes the current change. and made changes, incoming changes. So I'll accept incoming change, made some changes, and then mark as resolved and commit merge. So since we have accepted this change, not that change, so this main branch will have,
So who will take responsibility of this conflict?
so
So
we will have reviewer, right? Like whoever making changes. Suppose I am writing some Terraform code and my team member is also writing the code.
hmm,
So he has committed and then I have committed. So but before he commits, I what best practices, you know what, like if somebody has made some changes, suppose I am in Junaid's branch, right? And I still have this thing information, made some changes, and we go there, like we what we can do, git checkout main, right? So in main branch we have these things, right? But in local we are seeing only this. Remotely we have lots of things changed. So before you commit anything or make changes, you should always run this command, git pull. Why you need to run this command? Because it will sync your remote repository to your local repository. So whatever changes was made on remote repository, you will have that same changes in your local. So that suppose Junaid committed something, now it's in your local repo also. So this will avoid the conflict. Like
okay. So
whatever.
mostly all the developers should be in sync, right?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay. Take.
And Git and GitHub is the most basic thing required in any development environment or wherever you go when you're working in a team. Even if you are individual contributor, sometimes you have made multiple branches and you can commit mistakes. So in order to avoid and keep your code clean, you have to follow some best practices for Git and GitHub. Yeah, so we'll go for git log hyphen one line. Same git logs what you have in detail. When you run git log, it gives you in detail. But in git log one hyphen one line, it gives you commit IDs, how many commits you have done so far, and which branches has merged. All these details you will have. Now a question comes, like suppose you have made some mistake, right? Like I made some mistake. I made a mistake and then I have added this, right? Mistake, and I have committed this and pushed it also, right? So see here, this graph thing will show you how this merge thing happened. Like main branch is this. These are the commits. Sometimes you are going and merging it. So there was a question from uh, I think
Vaishali,
the
I think
question was
so.
from Vaisali. Yeah, from Vaisali. There was a question, okay, why do we need rebase and why do we do merge, right? So if you see this diagram, right? So what happens when you merge? So what happens? Whatever commits you have done, right? So everything will come with that, and it will show all the commits IDs, like whatever changes I have made, all the commit IDs will be there. And when you when you git rebase, what happens? Whatever changes are made on main branch so far, that will remain, and the after whatever commits has been done on the other branch, that will come on top of that. I'll explain you uh, in some time. So like we have done some mistake, right? So what we are going to do, we need to revert this change. I don't want this to be committed. I have already done. So what we can do, git revert, if we say head, okay. Suppose this is my, okay. First of all, we'll check what is the last commit, right? Git log one line. Git log. So sub when last time I triggered this command, git log one hyphen, it was B94. This was the commit ID, right? Now this is the 7DE commit ID, right? Where I have made the mistake. Now I want to revert back to this commit because this was working fine and somebody made changes here, and then now the problem started. So I want to go back to my previous change, whatever I have committed. So what I will do, git reset hard. So what it says, it is going to E47DE. I mean, this commit is so git log so
Sir, hard command is for first statement.
sorry, can you come again?
Sir, git log. Sir, git reset dash hyphen hard. Hard is for first yeah, log yeah. E4757D, sir. If I want to do mistake in the second statement, then
Yes, you mean to say second commit, right?
yes, second commit, sir. If
Okay. Yeah,
if I done mistake in that, sir, then what should we do?
you can go back to whichever commit you want to. Like if I have to go to this one, right? So what I'll do, git reset hard, and we can paste the commit ID like this one. Sorry.
And hard represent first commit, right?
No, hard represents whatever you have, it will delete completely. It will not even remain in your local system. That commit ID itself will be deleted. But if you will git reset soft, then that commit will be there, but it will only unstage it. Like when we git add command run, right? So what it does, it stage it and commit it. So from commit, it will come back to stage. I'll show you how it is happening. Just let me show you. Okay. Now if I check git log one line. So now my head is 628, right? 628. So I am back to here. So these two commits are gone. We are directly here. So whatever changes we made is gone now. So what I'll do, I'll add one more file 5.txt. It's a new file, right? And I have done. Okay, what I'll do, I'll use command this time, git add. First of all, we'll check the status. What are the things changed in main branch? So I have added one file, file.5.txt, right? So what I'll do, git add dot. So now I check git status. It says file 5.txt is ready to commit. We can commit it now. Okay. So I'll commit also. Git commit -m file 5 added. Now if I see git log --one line, you will see new commit ID is there. See E88. This is the new file added, right? And now I want to go back, but I don't want this commit to be deleted. Like, I mean, this file should not be deleted. I will show you both example. Git reset -soft, and then I am going back to this commit, the previous one. When I say soft, it is done. So I'll check again git log -one line. So you say 6 to 8, right? So 0EE88 is not there. It is back to 6 to 8. But this file, if you see file 5.txt, it is coming as A. That means it is staged. Git status. So see, it is again showing that we can commit this. And same case, I will do that git add again. Okay, add. Git add is already done. So git commit. So it's not committed, right? So commit -m, and then if I say file 5 added, and this time I have committed this. Right now you see git log -one line. So now again I have one new commit ID E2, right? Last time what we did, we run git reset -soft, but this time we are going to run hard. The hard, what it is going to do this time, it is going to delete that file itself. You see file 5 is gone. So that's why when you want that file to be available in your system, just a minute, let me put in charge.
We lost your screen, Chandan. Or we lost you itself.
I think we lost the Chandan. So yes, Chandan is back. Chandan, are you there?
I, I got disconnected because of some
Yeah,
power
no
issue.
worries.
So yeah, so we were here that we have done hard reset and soft reset also, right? You understood the meaning when we have to do hard reset and when we want to soft reset. And along with this, there are many things in Git, like in interview questions, they will ask you many questions, right, related to Git. And sometimes some interviewers will not go much into Git and GitHub because their main focus is like we need someone who is uh, good expert in Kubernetes or something. So, but this is part and parcel of your this DevOps journey. Without Git, wherever you go, I mean, these challenges will come, like how to commit, how to avoid merge conflict, and this is whole kind of code management, code collaboration thing, right? So yeah, there was one point called Git rebase and Git merge, right? Let me demonstrate.
One thing, like if I want to means remove in between something like you can say the 8358. So how like file 4 you have added. I want to remove that. So how can we do that?
Okay, specific commit you want to delete.
Yes, specific commit.
Okay. So, but we can revert back using this commit IDs. But suppose you have made some changes and you want to remove this particular commit ID, right? I mean, the files we can update and okay, just let me check.
For example, Chandan, someone has committed the wrong code in production itself. Okay, and
Hmm.
after some time, management got to know that something wrong has been committed and went in production.
Hmm,
So
hmm,
that
hmm.
can be resolved.
I mean that when you committed something and then you can revert is one thing, right? Revert, reset, all these things. So when you committed in remote repo, then you have to use git revert. Like I'll show you. Git push origin main. When we commit into the remote repo,
Is my question and Vaishali question is the same? What?
no, Vaishali is asking different. She is telling there are multiple committed commits, right? So
Hmm.
we want a specific commit to delete it. Suppose this commit
Okay.
I want to delete.
Okay. So let's.
But since head is on the last commit, right? You we have in Git we have option to move back to the particular this thing commit ID. We can move back to as far as you can. But for deleting, I think Git. I'll check what are the options. So Git pull is done. Get status. Okay, so suppose we want to these are the commits we have done, and we want this to be reverted from the repo. So if you go, let's go to a repo here. Okay, here if you see, here we have also multiple commits, 11 commits we have. So it's E4757DE, right? This is the last commit which is showing here. And I want this commit to be removed from my remote repo. What I'll do, get revert and whichever commit ID we want to up to remove, we can go back to, okay, get revert
Revert. T is missing.
okay, spelling. So when we revert, it asks for this reverts commit and C74. This is the one commit ID which is going to revert. So you have to press. We have this revert commits and then commit ID. You can type something commit ID or you can save it like this. Now if I check git log hyphen one line, so we have new commit ID 6AE, but this is get status. So we have new commit ID and we wanted this to be reverted, right? This commit ID. So the changes whatever we made in this will not be. I'll show you this. So in this commit we made some mistakes, right? And here in this revert thing, this is deleted. Whatever changes we made in the last commit is removed. Yeah, so for her question, like we can delete a particular commit ID or not, right? So we can keep space I. So we will have to uh, remove, suppose we want to delete this commit ID. So these are the option it comes like we can squares, pick, reword. So what we can do, suppose we have to delete this one. We can write drop. We have done 8594628. Okay, we have moved back to this, and all the other commits are gone, all three. So we have directly moved here by doing this git rebase -f. So there are many things which we can do, and using many commands we can make changes, and they are like git rebase, git cherry pick, and managing this history of the commits. Like you can squash commits, like you have 4 or 5 commits, so you can commit one, make one commit out of this 4. You can squash, all 3 will be merged in one commit ID. So it's just process of refining your git and codes. So yeah, what I was about to show you, um, here I will add one more file 5.txt. So we have one new file which is not committed. So first of all, we'll go to So I'm committing new file -m. So now I have git log. This is last commit git log F232.8c. Now I'll change my branch checkout -b. Okay, checkout feature branch I'll move. Okay. So here if you see git log -1 line, in this branch, feature branch we are checking. So we are at this position, and in main branch we have these many commits. So suppose you want your feature branch to be merged in your main branch. So command is git merge. So you have to check out in the branch where you want to merge. So suppose I am running git merge main. So what I'm going to do, main branch is getting merged into feature branch. So whatever is there in the merge main branch is coming back to my feature branch. If you see git log -1 line. So if you see earlier we had only 4 commits. Now we have these many commits. These commits are coming from main branch. Okay. And what if we go git checkout main, and here in main branch we are going to make again one change. We are adding file 6.txt. Okay, no, not here. I am creating this outside. It should be inside. So if you see git checkout status, git add dot git commit -m file 6 added. So now if you see git log -1 line, so we have new commit 58b file 6 added. Now if I go to git checkout feature, and if here I check git checkout, sorry, git log -1 line. So here we are on this commit 82c, and in the main branch we are 68b, right? So if we run, last time we run git merge main. What if we run git rebase main? So when you rebase, right? So whatever commits they have, a particular branch has, that everything will come and sit on top of the last commit. I'll show you state log one line. See, when we run git log -hyphen one line, it was on F2382C, and when we did git rebase main, so that last commit which was done in main branch, this commit is coming and sitting on top of the all the commits. So whatever last commits has been done, it is there, and last commit which main branch has been done. What happens basically, difference between merge and rebase is merge will merge all the commits and common commits will be there. And when you suppose in a branch you are creating, I'll show you by example. So suppose you have one commit here, right, in main branch, then you have committed one more commit, right, then we commit one more time. So suppose this is your main branch. Now you have, suppose you have created one more branch here, and you call it feature branch, right? And suppose some new guy is working on this feature branch and he is doing commits separately in his branch, and here in main branch also continuously commits are happening. Some team is doing on main branch commits, right? And so all commits will have some commit IDs, right? So suppose this is ABC, this is DEF, GHI, IJK, and here also it is starting LMN, PQ, and this is RST. Some commits are happening. Now this branch, feature branch person, this branch, I want to merge in this main branch, because ultimately my pipeline may use this main branch, right? So when you want to merge it, there's two ways. When you will merge it, what will happen? These commits will go away. Last commit will come here. Only this part will come here. And when you rebase, what happens? This entire thing will come and sit here on top of that. So last commits is not missing. But sometimes people don't want to, have so many commits. So because not major changes are there in each commit. So why to have so many commits to create confusion? So what they want to be merged it without those commit history. But if you want to retain your commit history in the your feature branch, then you have to rebase it. This is the basic difference between git merge and git rebase. And so you can ask git, what is the difference merge, and git rebase. This is very often asked questions in the interviews. What is the git merge and git rebase? The difference between git merge and git rebase, both commands integrate changes from one branch into another, but they do it differently. Create a new commit that combines his history, preserve the original branch structure, safer and easier to shared for shared branches. Git checkout main, git merge feature, git rebase rewrites the commit history by moving your commits on top of another branch. So whatever commit history is there in the feature branch will continue to be there. So it's up to us, like how we want to merge it or which we want to rebase it. If we want a history, commit history, then we need rebase. And if you want to avoid rewriting history, unnecessary commits, then you can go for merge. So yeah, so we'll come back here. So so far we have learned in Git what is local repository and remote repository, right? We understood how to set up our local system to interact with a remote repository. We learn how to interact with using bash, and then we have checked merge, pull, git push, and then rebase. And yeah, so yeah, people interview, they can ask you questions related to git fetch and git pull. This is also important. Like, you'll open a new terminal. So if you run cd new training day, so we are in feature branch. So we will go back to console here and we'll go to feature branch. Okay. And we will add something random file here. Uh, random.txt. Okay. And I've committed the change. But this file, what I've added here, it's not in my local, right? But if I do git fetch, and if you check, okay, Okay, the command is git fetch origin. So when we do git pull from a remote repository, what it does, it fetches and merges. So basically, git pull is equal to git fetch plus git merge. And I add one more file, random fun.txt, commit git fetch origin. You can say git status. So we will continue with little bit of git tomorrow, and we will also start Docker tomorrow. So I would request all of you to set up your VS Code and Copilot thing, as well as you create one repo, GitHub repo. So you will have your own repo, and whatever changes you will make, you will commit in your repository. And whatever is missing part here in Git thing, I'll try to complete tomorrow in quick time so that we can start with the other things.
Okay.
So this is basic thing which we should be aware of this Git thing, and then we will go on other topics in day to day.